Hello, hi. We're Team 5. I'm Jonathan Vincent,
I'm Ahmad Fauzan Umar.
and for our project, we decided to create a editor for Prime Engine, which is centered around Maya.
Yeah.
So for the start, we went through our Maya and we thought about a few things that were inconvenient and that we wanted to change. So we started off by adding a little configuration utility that lets you specify different build options, and you don't have to go out to Visual Studio. You can just click run, you can just save and then run. It takes a little while to run as Visual Studio goes and compiles, but if we just wait in a second, we should see Prime Engine pop up. Ah, wonderful. And yeah, no scene is loaded here at the moment. We're thinking that should be a good feature for the next milestone. But for the moment, that's what we've got. And we've got another similar function over here that requires that you sync it, that you log in to Perforce. And once you do that, it syncs. It shows you that the project's up to date, and it rebuilds if necessary. So once we had that, we thought about a few other things that we needed. Another thing that we really wanted to change was the way the metascripts worked. So, Paulson, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, for the next part, I will explain for struct generation. Here we have a struct. Let me show you the struct. And in here we have struct in the format of JSON file. We have a name and also script related to struct, and also all the variables. And we have variable name and the size of it's a string and the size is 32, and also speed, health, and everything here. And here in the last we have an object. Object means a reference to another object inside the level. So let me show you the inside Maya. So Maya, we have a Prime Engine object properties, which is showing all the properties that related to the that struct. Here we have a sorter. If we click it, we can show all the translate, rotate, and scale. It's a transform, and there's a name like explained. Like I explained it. I can put it my name, Fauzan. And the speed is it which is float, and 100 is a health, and the weapon I can say gun, whatever. And the mana, it's another variable. This doesn't mean anything, and this is object. So here object, we can pick object inside the scene. So we can click pick, and there is a pop-up. We can see which one. Let's take a light spot representation and pick it. It's already there. So yep.
Okay, so once we have our struct built, I thought I should show you a little bit about how we made the struct. Yeah, this is context sensitive too. Anyway, so we come over here and we select our package. We don't have to select the metascript. That's only if we want to bind our struct to an object, then we select it. So let's go in. Also, this area right here, this is another thing that we'll probably do in the third milestone, which is further separate this. We'll probably put it in a content browser, and this, most of that is already in the properties panel anyway. So yeah, anyway, here's our struct editor. We can add, these are the different variables. We can add more variables over here. We come over here, we call this something like, what should we call it? Sure, we'll call it happiness, and we'll give happiness a value. We have a few data types, but we'll just give it a float, and we'll say that he's has a happiness value of 5.4, and we'll give it a little tooltip. Okay, and we also have the option, we can give a keyboard shortcut for save, but I'll just show you so you can see it. Control S, and yeah. Oh, this private variable right here, allows us to show and hide things from the properties panel. Say we have some objects that we only want to be accessible inside the objects script, which we're just about to explain. Then we can use that. But anyway, I'm going to turn it back to Fauzan, and he can show you this lovely new script editor.
So this is a scripting for Prime Engine, like new scripting. There's a three event here: begins, update, and destroy. Now only update is working. Begin and destroy not working properly. You can see there is a struct here. Struct means the current struct that the bind for this script. So here shoulder, so it's bind the struct shoulder. Here I show you the output double string for the name of the shoulder, and this since there's no acceleration, let's say we can type weapon, and I want to make a shoulder, like decrease it health every delta second. So I can type struct health and struct health mana minus G. We have a little completion here, so we can enter G delta time. So then we can add more feature here. Like I don't want to type all this, so I press it here. So this is just simple thing. So you just move the position of your shoulder like forward. So we save it again, and we can try it in Prime Engine. So we play. And then we view. See, it's moving. And the name and the set, the health is decreasing by the time. So yeah. Back to Jonathan.
Okay, and then we were also I guess we should also explain how the struct editor how the struct has changed. You may have just seen it update right here. We have a little graph to show how this works. So basically, we can edit in Visual Studio or in Maya the JSON file, and at runtime, at compile time, that JSON file is converted, has C++ code generated off of it. Also, we're currently saving all of our custom attributes into a binary blob, which also gets exported and gets read in at the properties of that get read in at runtime. So yeah, I think for the next milestone, Fozan, I think we're probably
gonna do visual scripting.
Yeah, we're probably gonna change. Let me pull it up. We're probably going to change this. Our struct editor probably going to add a node system into it as well. I think that'd be a nice feature, and probably we'll also add, I think, probably a content browser and probably the ability to load levels without going out to PyClient all the time. Not that it's bad or anything, it's just we like to make it more seamless within Maya. But yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah, that's everything we've done for milestone 2.
Okay, and what we have planned for milestone 3. Thank you for watching our video, and yeah, I guess we'll see you Tuesday. Bye.
See you. Bye.